my mom made a comment when I was much younger. I was probably like 8 or something. She was like, when I was a kid, I thought, like, I was sure that we would be like the Jetsons, like flying
Mm,
around in these flying cars and stuff. So it's like things do move quickly, but at the same time, they also move pretty slowly. Like we're still in the same types
mhm,
of cars, even they have electric cars, but it's like we're not flying around in like the Jetsons. Like,
sure.
and we're probably several, like a long way off from that, which I think just kind of like goes back to you still like there are no shortcuts, so like if you're
Right.
sitting there going like, oh man, chat GPT is going to replace all of us, or AI is going to replace all of us, like probably not. Like you're still going to have to work really hard to build something or do something, and like you're just going to have to adapt to the market. But at the end of the day, like you're just going to have to work really hard, and you're going to have a window of opportunity to make a lot of money, even if it's a 10 years or something like that. Like
Yeah.
these things don't happen as fast as anybody ever thinks they do, even though they seem to.
I I think that work really hard thing, it's probably really applicable right now because we're in January and people are really motivated and they want to do things. Maybe you want to build a business this year.
Yeah.
And if you want the thing, if you have the dream or whatever, it's going to take work and it's going to take sacrifice. And I think a lot of people don't want the sacrifice piece of it. And you got to learn to love what you're doing and love that dream so much that you will sacrifice for it. And it's not an all the time thing. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. And I think I'm not going to speak for you, but I've had times where I have wanted it more than others and times where I haven't had that desire and it's been harder. And so it's going to wax and wane, and you just kind of have to power through it. But like, you do have to put the work in if you want whatever the thing is. You want to be an
Right.
influencer, you want to grow an audience, you want to make money, you want passive income, you want courses or coaching or freelancing or a blog, whatever. Like, you have to put the work in. And a lot of people just aren't willing to do that. And that's good news for you if you're listening, because really just showing up puts you so far ahead of everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
we were talking last night, with our coaching students, and you were talking about blogging and about just like creating, just like create what you like, and
Mhm.
about how you're more likely to do it, like if you have the passion for it and everything. And I know you were talking more about like SEO versus, um, like building audience loyalty and that kind of stuff, but it really comes down to like if you show up and you write a blog post a week or record a YouTube video a week or do a TikTok every single day, if you show up and do that, you are doing so much more than not even 90% of the people in the world, but you're doing more than 90% of the people that want to be influencers or creators or
Yeah.
freelancers or whatever. So like, that's it. All you got to do is show up, right? So
Sure.
like, we're saying you got to work hard, but like, it actually, the bar to be successful is easier than a lot of people think. I mean, you have to work, and it doesn't matter the level. And it goes to, like, we are talking about Rick Ross earlier, and I was talking about the book. Like, he talks about in the book, you know, when everything happened and he couldn't do shows, a lot of artists, when they couldn't do shows, all their income went away.
Right.
But, he was like, I knew I had to do other things. I decided it's time to write my next book. And that's what this book was. And he talked about how he'd written multiple books, but he was driven to write that book because he needed to do something. But he also was like, I had been doing social media and promoting products and getting involved with brands. You notice he started hopping up with Wingstop. Well, he
Yeah.
had been, already invested in a ton of Wingstops. You don't think that him getting and investing in Wingstop didn't help him get through the pandemic at the lifestyle level that he wanted? Of course it did, because everybody started ordering that crap to their house, you know?
Oh, don't
So
call it crap
you
though. Wingstop is
oh no, 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 no.
don't
I
don't don't
Wingstop.
sully Wingstop's good
My,
name.
my love for Wingstop. So so
Yeah,
yeah,
I love
I
Wingstop.
just you've got to work, and when stuff happens to you or things happen in society, you can't let that be an excuse. You have to go find the opportunity. You have to go, and once again, when things are bad, it's easier because everybody else is having pity on themselves and they're giving up. And if you show up, you're ahead of everybody. So I don't know. That's my little motivational pitch for the year, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's good. Yeah,
Just show
it's
up.
like, just show up. Yeah.